Hello, welcome to Rhoda 360. Are you thinking about doing a master's degree, a master's program in New Zealand? Today we'll break down admissions, tuition, scholarships, visa conditions for both thought and research master's programs. In my last video, we talked about postgraduate diploma, taking postgraduate diploma in New Zealand. So if you're interested in that route, please, I think you should maybe check that video. It will help you. I don't know if I can link it here. I'm not so conversant with this editing stuff yet. So you can just go to Rhoda 360 and check on the post-diploma degrees. For thought, what's the duration here? For thought masters is between 1 year to 1.5 years, and that's 180 credits. So it's between 12 months and 18 months. For research masters, it's between 12 months to 24 months. But I tell you, most people do not even finish after 24 months. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah. But then it's usually between 1 to 2 years for research masters, and that's 120, 40 credits. I'm sorry, guys. If you're hearing any background noise, it's because I'm shooting outside and birds will be chirping, cars will be moving, and that's the beauty of living in New Zealand, right? Entry requirements will include a bachelor's degree with like a B grade. Minimum is usually a B grade or B plus average. So it's like two second class degrees. So second class lower or second class upper. Second class lower being like the minimum to enter a master's program in New Zealand. Then you also need English proficiency test like IELTS band 6.5. And in the 4 IELTS categories, no one should be less than 6.0. So whether you would need another English, we can submit another English proficiency test or not will depend on your university. It also depend on your faculty. So I usually advise that you check with your faculty or you check with your program officer so that they can advise you accordingly. So for admissions process, this is where many people want to use agents and people they can pay money to do these things for them. You don't need to use agents from postgraduate diploma to PhD levels. You don't need to use agents at all. You can apply online. So include your transcripts, your CV, your personal statement, your statement of purpose, your references, and any other document that you think will help with your admission or scholarship if you're someone that is interested in securing a scholarship. Now, for the research masters, find a supervisor. Find a supervisor first. Don't leave it, even when the department or the admissions office say, okay, no, don't worry, submit your admission documents, help you look for a supervisor. Sometimes that works, but most times that we've seen, it doesn't work. So we advise you, find a supervisor first. There are lots of information online on how to hold email, respectful hold emails to supervisors and research program officers. So you can reach either the program officer or you can reach the supervisor of interest. Now, once you go to their portal, you see what they do. You see their research interest. You see the research they are doing currently. You also see the goals of the department. Okay, for instance, the department might want to achieve 1 or 2 goals in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, or in the next 5 years. Now, your proposal should be how you plan to add to that goal, how you plan to support, how the outcomes from your master's research will help them achieve that goal. So your proposal or your interest should always be about how will you help, not just about I want to gain a master's degree. It's okay, you want to do a research here, you want to do this here. How will it help in achieving the goals of the supervisor, the goals, the interest of the faculty or the departments, the interest of the country, the interest of the university? Many of us then, when we were applying for masters, many of us use the sustainable development goals. So if you go through the sustainable development goals, somehow you should find 1, 2, or 3. And under the goals, there are subsections that you will always find something for yourself or something that interests you. And then you write your proposal from there. Always be ready to tell them what you want to give, how you want to support the project they are doing or the project they're interested in. Also, through their portal, you see what they've done, you see their papers they've published. You can also, if you go through maybe 2 or 3 or even 5 of such papers, you can see gaps. Every research paper has study gaps, right? That you can maybe go through and then you say, okay, I've seen these gaps in your paper. I can work on this. I can work on this. We can, study this or study that. In your proposal, always still make sure that while you want to show that you can give to the university through your research or through your study, or still make them understand how your research or how your study will benefit your home country, which is very, very important, because nobody wants to be useless. Nobody wants to train someone that is going to be useless. Even if you're paying for your degree, everybody wants, someone that, they will train, and someone that will be useful anywhere they are. So whether you choose to remain in the country or choose to go abroad, you have to be useful, or you should be useful. So what are the deadlines? The deadlines are on a rolling basis. For some universities, is per semester, right? For instance, semester 1 in University of Auckland, deadline is 1st of February. Now, AUT and Victoria University of Wellington have deadlines in 1st of January and 1st of December. That's for semester 1. Now, in trimester 2 or semester 2, now, depending on the university, they'll have different deadlines. That's why I tell people, check with the program office, check with the international office of your school of choice, your school of interest. Maybe later on, I'll do a video on how, different degrees or different programs and the different schools that are good at it. For instance, architecture. If you wanted architecture in New Zealand, personally, I'll say go to Victoria University of Wellington, right? Then there are health, medicine, medical research, and other. So there's different schools that are really good in the study and the research of different programs. So you have to check that. So spend your time. In the last video, I said invest time in, browsing through the websites and the programs that they offer. It will help you in answering lots of questions. And even when you maybe find somebody in that country that you want to chat with to ask some questions, it will help you know the kind of questions to ask. Because many of you come to my DM and then you're asking questions like, what course can I study? Things like that, or simple questions that, or simple answers that you can get from Google or even LLMs. All these generative AI is using ChatGPT and the rest. You can put a prompt based on your research or your bachelor's degree background or your professional background or your professional experience. Choose or give me options. Give me master's options, master's program options in New Zealand. And it will come out. There will be options, right? It will give you so. But then again, with LLMs, it's garbage in, garbage out. The quality of prompts you give is the quality of answer you give. So you really have to think about the prompt, think about the question you want to ask, then the software or the system will give you required answers. So let's go to the tuition fees and probably talk about a few scholarships. Now, this is where people get annoyed when I say come to New Zealand and do a master's degree. I know that the tuition fees are quite expensive here, but then instead of going to countries where their immigration policies changes every other 2 days. In Nigeria, we say every other AK market day. Or in countries where you go, you spend all this money without a scholarship, and then at the end of 2 years, you're looking to relocate to a place like New Zealand or to another country. Why don't you just close your eyes, as difficult as it is, and bring the money to New Zealand and study in New Zealand and have the peace of mind and meet some of the best people in the world? So I'm leaving that question to you. University of Auckland Masters program costs between 36 to 50,000 New Zealand dollars per year. I did not say pounds. I did not say US dollars. I did not say European euros. I said New Zealand dollars. So check against these currencies. and see the one that and see the options that fit you best. Then AUT and Victoria University of Wellington are cheaper than the University of Auckland when it comes to master's program tuition fees. AUT is about 34,000. Victoria University is about 32,000 per year. Otago is there, Canterbury, Waikato. So you can actually check and see options that fit you most. Then for scholarships, University of Auckland will offer you like $10,000 international excellence scholarship if you're qualified. If your SOPs, your personal statements, your degrees are good. UT, a postgraduate thought program can offer you up to 7,000. 1,000 New Zealand dollars. Victoria University of Wellington postgraduate international program can offer you up to 10,000 New Zealand dollars. Same thing with Otago. All is towards your tuition. But then to get a scholarship, a master scholarship in New Zealand, for SOP, so application has to be really strong because the competition is stiff. Everybody wants to get a scholarship. Like you see, the fees are high, so everybody is interested. Now, you also have to show. Now, this is just a tip. You might take it, you might not. For people who are interested in scholarship, you have to show what you've done. The world is changing, right? People now require you to say, okay, to show your portfolios. Have you done any research? Have you published? Can you at least publish your undergraduate thesis or a part of your undergraduate thesis? I have seen someone that published the method section of the undergraduate thesis, right? So do you have publications? If you don't have publications, that's like the number one thing after your transcript and your degree certificate and your language. That's the number one thing you should at least do. Put yourself together. It could be a conference that you've attended. It could be a conference proceeding. Put yourself together. Have at least one or two good publications. If you are going for maybe arts, computer science, IT related infrastructure. No, what is in your portfolio? Do you even have a portfolio? What is in your portfolio? What have you done? If you're interested in public health, you see, public health is one cause that people do not really understand. People do not know how important public health is. That's why everybody from the science or health science background will just say, I'm going to do a master's degree in public health. And when you ask them what aspect of public health, many people do not even know. What have you done as a person, right, to show that, okay, you have, what can you show that you've done that has helped the public, or that can show that you have the interest of the public at heart? No, that can even show that, okay, even after your master's degree, you can give back to the society. You always have to have a portfolio, always have an evidence, always have receipts to back up your application. That is how you apply for scholarships. Don't just apply for scholarships because everybody is doing it. Everybody, I'm going to stop there because of time. This is not a scholarship how-to. I'm just running through these few episodes for now. The next episode, I'm going to talk about PhD route and the rest. So visa and work rights for masters. Student visa, you have up to 20 hours per week, and then full-time during breaks like we are now, summer breaks between December and beginning of February, thereabout. Then I think also winter breaks. Yeah, although those breaks are short. The longest break in New Zealand is the summer break, and you can work full-time. But then the rest, during school time, you work 20 hours per week. Then for postgraduate work visa and masters with level 9. You see, any degree you do less than level 9, you won't get postgraduate work visa up to 3 years. So, but for master's level, especially research masters, you're going to get up to 3 years postgraduate work visa. And always check your program. Ask questions. What level of master's is this? Level 8, level 9, right? What level? It should be level 9 and above, right? Then you are sure of, and you sit in class, your supervisor see you, you meet your deadlines, you meet your target goals for the year or for the semester, then you should be able to get up to 3 years postgraduate work visa. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Please don't come to my DM. Just leave it in the comment section. Many of you watch my videos. Please like, subscribe, follow, help, support what I do if you like what you see. Now, master's degree in New Zealand gives you a longer post-study work visa. The only drawback is that you have to pay your tuition fees first before you're able to apply for your visa. So if your tuition fee is $36,000 per year, you have to pay $6,000, right, to the university before you're able to apply for your visa. So, and this is what people compare. So in other countries, you're able to maybe pay in installment, but in New Zealand, it's not so. But then when you put it together, what you pay in other countries is way higher than what you pay in New Zealand. It gives here, they give you a longer post-study work visa. You're able to work 20 hours during school year and full-time during breaks. And then it gives you a strong career leverage. I'm not going to go into career today, but if you have a master's in New Zealand, getting a job is even easier for you than someone with a PhD. So I don't know if I'll remember to leave all the links, the university links or scholarship links in the description to this video, but if I don't, please check out the schools that I've mentioned and check out the scholarships that I've mentioned. Another scholarship I did not mention is the New Zealand government scholarship. That is the Manaki scholarship. If you get that one, it's very good. It gives you full covers your full tuition, gives you, I think, some stipend and everything. You're well taken care of. The only maybe drawback to that is that you'd have to maybe return to your country for 2 years. So because there's a development clause there where you have to go and give back to your country, all that you've learned, you have to go and put it in practice for 2 years before you are able to return if you want to. So that's it. That's it on this video, guys. Please, like I said, subscribe, share with people, support this channel. It's a podcast, but I just decided to make these videos because a lot of people have been asking about the study route to New Zealand. A lot of people have also been asking about the work route. I don't know anything about getting a job outside of New Zealand. So I don't know how people do it. So you need to maybe check other videos and ask other people for that. But when it comes to school, the academic route, then I could maybe answer one or two of your questions. Thank you for joining me. In the next video, we'll be talking about the PhD route, right? So how to apply for PhD and what it entails and every other thing about that. Then probably we'll talk about postdocs. So, all right. Have a great day and Happy New Year. Bye.